Alright, so welcome back everyone. This is going to be another King of the Hill match brought to us by SC2SDA.com. I am Unstable and I am joined here by Atlair as my co-caster. We're going to have Tendersteak and Zerkaz facing off here as a Protoss vs Zerg on Icy Cup match points. So can't wait to see this one. I love this map in StarCraft 2 and the dynamics it brings. Once everyone loads, we'll get into it.
Yeah, it's going to be looking like a very interesting match with a very easy second and third base to take. Not much of a backdoor entrance as well, no cheap gimmicks because it's an Icy Cup map from StarCraft. They were made to be balanced. So we are going to be seeing some hopefully really standard play where you just don't have some sort of crappy cheese or something. However, proxies for Terran, even though we're not playing TVs, are really common on this map. For Zerg, just fast expanding is like the best bet here. For Protoss, I would really recommend Forge expanding. That seems to be the best thing here. Just so far, like just building it in that small little choke before the ramp. And you can secure your second really, really early, and then you can move on to your third pretty quickly. In any case, we do have the Zergs spawning up the top right-hand corner, and the Protoss play down the top left corner. The bottom left, pardon me. There's a top left. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway, so we're going to have Tendersteak spawning as the red Protoss in the bottom left, and we're going to have a Zerkaz as the orange Protoss at the top right. It's going to be... this is a two-player map. A lot of people confuse this with a four-player map, because you got the two bases at the bottom right and the top left when they first see it. But really, it's... Whoa, Tendersteak, I think he just missed my... What's going on? He's got an idle probe already. Whoa, lagging. Not good.
Yeah, a bit of a spike there. I'm not sure who's doing it. It's definitely not me. But, and for once, it's not me. That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
In any case, it looks like Tendersteak will be going for his wall in pretty far up, which what it looks like he's going to be doing is that he'll be walling off this ramp with the power. He'll be doing it, well, that's hard to explain, like just before the first ramp here, he'll probably be putting a gateway and a forge there, or a forge, or something similar. But the problem is that against Zerg as well, there's this backdoor entrance up the top. Like, it's not really a backdoor, but the entrance to your third will be open, so he needs to be very careful of that. He may just wall in straight across this wall and keep the gap between the ledge and the pylon free. However, we are not, so we're going to be seeing probably a hatch first, I would expect, from the Zerg player, taking the natural on 15. Probably a safe bet, especially against Protoss. He won't be rushing at all. Yeah, just going to be a hatch here, so 15 hatch, 14 pull would be expected. However, we do see a gateway going down first, no forge first, so won't be a forge expand, we can assume for now.
But in the meantime, we have a 14 hatch.
Yep.
So, it's going to be very eco-greedy build coming from Zerkaz. He's probably going to throw a pull down once he gets 200 minerals. There we go. So we got two very fast expand type openings. But, oh, hang on, never mind. He's got a 2-gate here. I wasn't even looking. 2-gate coming from Tendersteak. Not going to be a wall-off. I think this is going to be just mainly for aggression.
Well, he's seen that there is this fast expand going on, and he knows it's going to be the 15 hatch or a 14 hatch build, and he knows he can do some pretty early aggression and recover quite well, so long as he is...
He's not supply blocked. There we go, he's on supply block now. Chrono Boost going off on that Zealot.
He is saving his Chrono Boost, so it looks like he's going for a pretty uneconomical 2-gate push. Although he got them at standard time, I think he is working on surprise here. The Drone Scout will see these two gateways, and what will he think? He'll be thinking, "Oh my god, I need to build roaches right now." So no gas being taken quite yet. So he is probably going to get a roach run down. I would expect. I'd hope so at least. But
oh, he doesn't have time. He's going to have to spam lings and just hope he can defend it. Maybe drop down a spine crawler, but really that expansion is most likely going to fall if Tendersteak commits to this 2-gate build. He is... Wow, slowing down the game at this early. What the? Anyway, he is supply blocked, so that's gonna really hurt him. He does have a spine crawl going down at the expansion now. He's got 6 lings. Really, 2 zealots can take on 6 lings, unfortunately.
Oh, easily. The spine crawler is building beside the hat tree, so it is going to be getting more secure. Oh, it looks like he is going to be pushing back. I really don't agree with this. If you're going to go 2-gate, man, you really need to put the pressure on, otherwise you're going to lose it. However, we do get a Nexus coming out really, really early, so it looks like this is just a bit of a trickery sort of thing, just to push in. However, the Overlord will scout this, I would expect. I want to see if he has view. He indeed does not have view. Oh my god, he thinks there's nothing there. It's going to take him quite a while to see that it's going to be there. However, we do have the Zealots coming back, and there is going to be sort of walling. The Forge is coming up now, so he will be expanding with a few cannons. Always a safe bet. However, it looks like he has made the Zerg player produce a ridiculous amount of Zerglings, putting him behind in economy for the meantime. Or equal in economy, I should say.
Yeah, he's about 23 to 21 probes and drones, so probably about even at the moment, although Zerkaz does have his expansion up. If you're not going to go all in with a 2-gate, you want to do it anyway, or just poke up there to force lings, or force a unit rather than rather than drones. It puts them nowhere near as greedy as they can be, forces them into making units. The less drones, the better. Zerkaz does see this assimilator now, so he probably expects there's an expansion going to be finishing up there pretty soon.
Oh yeah, he know for sure now. But it looks like we just have a 7-8 core about 50% of the way through. Just more cells pumping out, nothing really too strange. We do have just second gas being taken, so he will be going for some
Snipe
sort
this
of...
forge, man. There we go.
He's trying to snipe the forge, which is not bad. He is going around for the run by, but he will not succeed. He really needed Ling speed, but he didn't have time because he was trying to force out those Zerglings. So it looks like the mind games played by Tendersteak is really, really good this game. However, we do have a lair starting for the Zerg player. We could be seeing, I don't know, maybe some Hydra Ling isn't too bad. We could be seeing Mutas, which not bad when the Protoss player has fast expanded and he has gone heavily into Forge / Zealots. In any case, we do have just the second natural being the first natural, pardon me, by zerkaz just being saturated now. He's getting onto that quite well. He's stopped all Ling production, and it looks like he's just building lots and lots of drones, lots of metabolic boost and spine crawls. Looks like more gateways going to be going down for Tendersteak. Very good bet. He's not spending. Oh, he's spending his chrono boost pretty well actually. Right as I said that, he started chrono boosting.
Yeah.
Robo Bay going down, and so it looks like the players are just macroing up at the moment, getting ready for their mid game push. In any case, I would put the Protoss player right now to maybe... Oh, no. He's got 4 spine crawls building now. He could see there's a potential push, but I wouldn't do it as either player at the moment. I would just drone up, get your natural expansion saturated, and then go from there. We do have more gateways going down, so we could be seeing something like Stalkers or some heavy Zealot build at the moment. We do have a Spy going down, so he will need to go heavily into... Mutiling, and it looks like the Protoss player should be grabbing Stalkers or even Phoenixes at the moment.
Yeah, he does have that 4 gate, and he's got 5 gateways now. He's got that observer out. He's going to be able to see what Zerkaz is doing. If he does spot this Spire, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Stargate pop down. Just like even 2 or 3 Phoenixes in your mix really evens it out versus a lot of Mutalisks. In the meantime, I think that was a bit of an overreaction by Zerkaz with those 4 spine crawlers, and I'd like to see him like spread them out a little bit more. They're just in one big clump at the moment. But it looks like his Lings do have speed now, if I'm not mistaken. Are about to have speed. There we go. They have speed now. And he's probably going to try and come in from this side. I'm not too sure if this Zealot next to the mineral patch is actually walling off.
It would not be. You would expect that it would need another one there to completely fill the hole, because you've seen the pathing where they try and push by. But in any case, it looks like he is massing up Zerglings. He will be trying to run by, I would expect. Anything in the production tab. Looks like there is no Baneling Nest, which he could have maybe used to take down these gateways, which was more effective than one would think. But it looks like that. I would like to see more creep spread by the Zerg player. That way he can spread out these spine crawls pretty well, cover the ramp completely, and so that he can take his third really, really easily. It seems like at the moment he will not be doing that. He'll just be building Mutas and Zerglings. Basically, that's what he's doing. He's stop building drones, even though his natural isn't really... it's not really saturated, it's close, but he probably should get a few more drones. However, I would like to see a third taken by him soon, but it looks like he will be going for some sort of push. At the moment, I would probably rate the Zerg player in this sort of engagement, because there is not very many Stalkers. There's only about 6, 8. There's more of them warping in now, because he has scouted this. He's got the double Stargate going down, so he's just holding up for that. But at the moment, the blink has just started, so he's going to be pretty immobile. We've got about 6 Mutalisks just going to be coming in from the back to try and do some damage, but there will be some Stalkers here to fend them off. The Zerg player will see the 2 Stargates, and he will probably back off and know that there's going to be a lot of hurt coming his way if he continues to build Mutalisks. However, he will go straight for the mineral line. There are photon cannons there now building, and more Stalkers on the way. Very, very good defense by Tendersteak. He seems to know what he's doing against this sort of Muta harass. He's doing quite well.
Yeah. Really, a third base coming down here for Zerkaz now. I've seen so many Zerg go for this, but really, it's very vulnerable to a counter push. Like, if you look at it, it's 108 supply versus 103. Blink is about to start, Phoenixes are coming out. As soon as he gets like 3 or 4 Phoenixes, he can do a counter push that is going to be really, really dangerous to be able to deal with. Especially since he still has that Overlord sitting in the mineral line. Like, his Mutas right now have been completely shut down. The Phoenixes are out now, and they're going to go on a scouting run. But looks like we got about 10 or 11 Mutalisks now, just going to be sniping pylons, things like that. Blink is done, so it's going to be really dangerous for those Mutas. Especially since he can blink down.
The thing that I see about this, those are the Phoenixes will be caught out here, but they will do quite a lot of damage to the middles. We have 4 Phoenixes popping out now. Shields regenerating on each of them, no hull damage taken. We do have quite a lot of Mutilis here, about 10 or 11, but it looks like these Phoenixes will be doing pretty big damage. No hull damage taken yet by the Phoenixes. Quite amazing. Actually, 3 hull damage. Out of all of that engagement, 3 hull damage. That's quite amazing from the Protoss player. However, he's just going to be macroing up now, building more Phoenixes, etc., etc. He is just trying to get ready to just defend against these Mutas. Once these Mutas are defended against, he's taking out lots of Overlords, so it'll be heavy damage by the Zerg player. Oh, he'll take heavy damage, because this will supply block him quite a lot. However, the Mutilas are smartly coming in, but he will be microing these Phoenixes quite well. He does lose 1 Phoenix, however. I'm not sure he left it behind. We do have more Phoenixes popping out, though. He's going to continue production, and I would like to see a 3rd Stargazer. He's going to go heavy into this, but it looks like he's just going to stick with 2 at this point in time.
Yeah, like just showing how strong Phoenixes are. They've kept the Zerg on the back foot. There's only been 4 of them versus like 15 Mutas. They just keep sniping them left, right, and center. Tendersteak using a good control here to keep them out of range of the Mutalisks. He's getting a little bit of sniping. He's losing 1, but still, he's getting so much damage on him, it's not funny. Oh my god, he's a bit of a miss micro there. He missed 1 of them.
Wayward Phoenixes are getting sniped, however, but they're doing significant damage to these Mutilis. I would definitely rate the Protoss play at the moment. This risky expansion by the Zerg will be scattered at one point. I would be pretty worried. Honestly, I would rather just take this 3rd and be able to defend it a lot easier, because these spine crawlers may cover this ramp, but if you come around from the 3rd expansion side, you are basically got a free run until you can get a pretty damn good concave on this expansion. So it looks like he's just getting massive Mutas at the moment. I would definitely like to see a 3rd Stargate going down by tendersteak. I'm not sure if he's built one yet. No, it seems like he has not. It would be pretty good. He can support it, so long as he plans on grabbing a 3rd, which he is. He's building lots of pylons, and he will be building cannons as well. Pretty safe bet. However, these Phoenixes are doing quite well to keep them on the back foot. He will see these lings, however, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, these Phoenixes doing a really good job here. It's going to be about 8 Phoenixes versus about 16, 17 Mutas. I'm going to have to rate the Phoenixes in this one if he controls them correctly. He does have that 3rd base up now. He's got a lot of lings coming. Like, that's a lot of lings.
That's a lot of lings. He's going to be trying some sort of run by... there's not enough Zealots, I would think. I would think he should build a lot more Zealots.
He does have +1. He does have +1, and Zerg does have +1 as well, so it's going to be a pretty much even fight there. I think someone might be slowing down the game, because that seems a bit choppy to me, but here we go. Looks like we do have an advance here. Where are the Phoenixes? Phoenixes coming in from the back.
Coming in from the back, and it's pretty good micro. The Protoss player seems to be doing quite well in this engagement. He is absolutely decimating these Zerglings. He has funneled them through. They cannot get us around. However, the Phoenixes are dying quite quickly, but the Stalkers are going to be providing backup. As long as he has more Phoenixes coming, which he indeed does, he should be chrono boosting them quite heavily, but he is not at the moment. Zealot leg speed is coming out for the Protoss players about 50% of the way through. So also we're going to be seeing a counter push by the Protoss player. I would definitely rate him in this sort of match.
Yeah, see, like, this happens a lot when you try and go for mass air Zerg. You lose the ground game, and it's really devastating for that to happen, especially now that there's Stalkers as well. They're really just going to be able to take out all those Mutalisks. They do have Blink as well. They're going to just chomp through all these Mutas. There's so many Stalkers here. All the Mutas are on red and orange health. They're just dropping so damn quickly. There's a Corruptor there just hanging out because he can't really do much. I'd like to see a little bit more focus fire from tendersteak on those there. He is dropping all these Mutalisks pretty damn quickly. More Phoenixes coming in now. They're going to be able to clean up the rest of these Mutas. There's still so many Zealots. He can probably just A-move those Zealots into the main, and they'll be doing pretty well there. There's about 5 Mutas left with about 7 or 8 Stalkers coming on the way, so that's going to be always good. Zealot speed is done. They are chomping through these lings. These spine crawlers are going to drop so quickly versus this amount of Zealots. There's not enough Mutas to be able to take them out. There are also Stalkers coming, so they're going to chomp through those Mutas as well. Lots of these Zealots are going down, but still, there's too many Stalkers for zerkaz to deal with. Those Mutas are going to drop very, very quickly. 3 of them on red health. 3 of them pretty much drop instantly, and he's popped 1 more. Zealots are taking out the Queen. He sniped the Queen as well, and now he's onto the drones. And more units just constantly streaming across the map for tendersteak. At the same time, zerkaz has his rally points in the wrong spot here. A lot of Mutas just walking into their deaths. More Zealots just taking out so many drones. This could be GG right here. Even though he has that 3rd base, he is 3,000 minerals up, and there's the GG. So nicely played by tendersteak.
Yeah, but tendersteak did quite well in that game. He was very smart with his play. I really like how